Hi, beautiful people. My recording just cut off. I didn't even. That was weird because usually it'll tell you can't record at all, but it started recording and then it just shut down. So I don't know if that meant I was supposed to shut my ass up or not. Part of my therapy with all of my teas. For those that don't know my obsession, I'm trying this one, which is, I normally like the bold one, but I was like, hey, I'm going to try the unsweetened again. This brand, Itoen. And I normally don't like Japanese specific because it usually tastes like barley or something. I usually like Chinese green tea, which is a difference. And then oolong. I didn't know these came in a can. Okay, before I have to go, I am on here talking today to myself again because I have to voice out loud. This is easier than writing it down, that I'm forcing myself to go to function slash party that I'm noticing, I don't like my energy around it. I don't like my attitude, but I know when I get there, I'm going to be much happier because it's my beautiful love for samba music. And, I think my message, what I want to say today, there's always a message in like doing the things that make us feel good and happy. And me actually, I know it sounds funny to say like forcing myself to go to this, but I'm having some underlying issues. With not only functions, but kind of just with my music and the drumming and things that I want to do with it and aren't really panning out how I want. And I'm going to have to seek other ways of achieving happiness with this, wanting to learn if I'm going to have to learn on my own mostly or whatever it is. So that's one of my struggles going on. So basically going to this thing, maybe having nonsense conversations with people, and sometimes too going to events, you get all dolled up or put makeup on or whatever you're doing, putting effort into my outfits for what, like the 2 hours. So just the bitter side of me, which I don't always talk about, I feel like I share with on my channel about, there's not always happy moments. And I'm just sharing tips and things that have worked for me. And that's what I wanted to do in coaching, is just kind of help other people figure it out. Hey, that's rad. That's cool if it works for you, what I did. But, ongoing life, it's like sometimes, like I was saying, like the bitterness towards people and disappointment and everything, it's just no wonder, people move away from people and far away. And those sayings that my dad always said, like always like come up. So I'm trying to not be a bitch dickhead about this. So I'm going and I'm going to get off here, but I guess I wanted to share, even if that helps you, is just like looking at the things that make you happy. Like, I know I would regret if I didn't go to this, regardless of how long I stay, regardless of whatever. I guess because I've learned like what happens when I have this bad attitude and then I miss something. To me, it's missing something because it makes me happy, and maybe I will get to drum. So that's what I want to say to people, to push you and encourage you to do that, to listen to your body, see what's, going on in there, what makes you feel better. And another thing I'll probably talk about maybe another day is, I'm dealing with some issues with my hips and my legs and tight muscles there, and things not going away where my regular exercises don't feel like they're working. So my vault of information that, it's not like of things that I know, it's not just flower essences, it's not just this, it's not that. Yes, it's discipline in my intention and prayer work, but now I'm starting these somatic exercises, which is basically almost like similar. Well, it's not, I guess, similar to Reiki, but you're doing affirmations with it and doing a lot of, again, emotional healing. And it's very difficult when you have a goal in mind, right? And you're like expecting the result, kind of like the attachment to outcome thing. It's like, well, I did something and I'm expecting it to work. So how many things I got to try for it to work if this is not working? And now I feel like one of those people that has to have physical therapy, because what I'm doing, some days I have a lot of relief, and then some days, it comes back. And what makes me want to cry over the pain. You know, I don't want to feel that. So I'm going to go. I got to go. But I'm telling you that I'm pushing myself when I know that I will feel better afterwards. So I'm just going to go. Okay. So just go and do things even when you feel like you don't want to and you shouldn't. And I know that goes for working out or whatever, but I'm talking about for like something that's actually fun, gonna make like working out doesn't always make me laugh and smile or anything like that. Where this is actually probably going to, this kind of stuff and drumming though actually could bring tears to my eyes, but overall and hearing and seeing, you know, the performances, it actually does make me happy. And I love it. So it's recognizing, right, what makes you happy, if you need to be around certain people, if you need to have conversations, if you need to do whatever. And I need to not be a bitch face, right? Okay, so I will meet you next time in the next video. Hope everything's okay with you. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, you know, like every day's an opportunity to try to be, put a smile on our face. I was practicing the other day and I was told, I was like, am I doing it? Do I look fake? And I was told I was showing too much teeth. Anyway, that's funny. Okay, I'll report back to you next time. Bye.